Shall I start here, Manan?
Yes, TMC, you can start.
Good evening, fellow Toastmasters. I, Seema Jared, certain in arms for Weave to Lead Club, warmly welcome each one of you for today's meeting. So let's start this meeting with a big round of applause and create energy. So before we start the meeting, let me state some ground rules for the meeting. Firstly, please switch on your video to make this session more interactive and lively. Secondly, in Weave to Lead Club, we use English as mode of communication. In case you're using any other language, please translate it in English. Thirdly, please do not talk about sex, religion, or politics. In case you wish to speak, then please discuss the content with VP Education and President. Please keep yourself on mute unless you're speaking. Importantly, please applaud all our role players enthusiastically and loudly and create their energy level. Request all the role players to be within the stipulated time period. Now, it's time for me to state the mission statement of the club, which is to provide positive and learning experience in which all the members are empowered to develop their communication and self-development growth. Now, it's time for me to invite the president of the club, though he needs no introduction at all. We all know him. But for the sake of our new guest, let me have this privilege of inviting TM Manan, who is calm, cool, and a role model for one and all. We all want to be like TM Manan. TM Manan, the stage is all yours. Let's please join hands with me to warmly welcome our president, TM Manan.
Thank you so much, TM Seema, for this wonderful introduction. And it was a bit too much for me to absorb, but who doesn't like having some good words said about them on stage? So you make me happy, and I want to transfer this happy energy to everybody tonight. So once again, welcome guys to our 84th club meeting. I hope you guys are having good day today, and if not, we'll make sure that rest of the night is spent doing something productive and having some smiles on your faces. Now, before we move ahead, I have three important announcements to make in front of you. Okay. So first of all, as we know that every month we appreciate together after the discussion one Toastmaster who plays an important instrumental role in his or her growth as well as the club growth. Now, me and TM Adesh had a discussion, and based on certain criteria that we have defined for the award of Toastmaster of the Month, we do have one person who has been instrumental in bringing nice and positive energy to the club, who always opens the club meetings with a lot of enthusiasm and energy, somebody who comes up with a lot of zeal to learn, progress, and prove herself in every meeting. Any guesses for that person? Well, I won't give you any chance to guess, because the Toastmaster of the month for the month of August is TM Shilpa. Huge round of applause for TM Shilpa, though she is not present with us tonight because she has some office commitments going on, but we're gonna definitely send this live stream recording to her just to make her feel happy and great that we all applause for her tonight. Now, moving ahead, now this is, I think, the important and serious announcement or discussion. We are close to our renewal cycle, and TM Priyanka, who is our VP membership, and me, we both would be approaching you guys regarding the renewals and how it's going to work in future. And about that, I would request our EC members to stay on the call after the meeting to discuss certain things. So once we finalize on the criteria and other proceedings of membership, we'll approach you guys about the next renewal cycle. Now, having said that, this was a very prominent point of discussion from past some time about having physical meetings, right? Because everybody wanted to meet physically. Obviously, since we all are spread across India into different states, not everybody would be able to join us physically, but we'll be moving to hybrid mode soon, right? So we are planning, and this is what I had in discussion with TM Priyanka today in the morning, that we'll be having our physical meeting really soon, and we'll be discussing about that again with the EC members after the meeting, and we'll have the announcement about physical meeting really, really soon. And when I'm saying really soon, mark it as really soon. So keep looking forward to that. Now, no more announcements from my side. And I think now I'm gonna transfer the stage to somebody who has recently jumped up the border and come to the other side of the club. I'm talking about our newly elected Vice President, Public Relations, and who is the Toastmasters of the day for the night. Wow, like, understand the contrary. TMOD for the night, our very own VPPR Toastmaster Mohit. So give him a lot of energy and let's welcome him on stage. TM Mohit, the stage is all yours. Take it forward.
Thank you, President TM Manan. A very good evening to all. I hope you are doing very well. Today, as a team mode, and you all know that our theme is YouTube. So first, I want to talk about why did I choose this theme. After that, we will work on that YouTube. A few months back, I was walking in a park. After a walk, I sat down on a bench. There was a kid sitting there. And I just normally said hi, and we started talking. Normally, I don't talk to small kids or that, but that day I felt like it. So we started chatting. I asked him what his class is studying, how he's doing, how he spends his time, what he do, and all that. And suddenly I asked him, what do you want to become? And he said, a YouTuber. With that fast and conviction, with confidence and conviction, he said YouTuber. And the only thing I could say was, wow. I mean, at that age, I didn't know what I wanted to do. And this kid, 12, 13 years old, he's so sure that he wants to become just YouTuber. At that moment, I realized that YouTube has become big thing. Because when young people of our country or our society wants to have this aspiration to become a YouTuber, at that time you should, I guess, that is a big thing. And that's how it is a big thing. That's why I wanted to talk about YouTube. You all know what is YouTube. So I don't have to explain all that what we do and all that and that. But before that, I just want to tell you in numbers that how big is YouTube. YouTube has monthly 2.5 billion active users. And combinedly, they watch 1 billion hours of videos each day. That's 1 billion hours of video each day. That's like 11 lakh years per day. That's the amount of videos we are watching on YouTube. All of us. So it's a big thing. And what do you watch on YouTube? Everything. From comedy to music to vlogs, to learn new things, to enjoy new things, to watch. So there is no specific every comes to when we watch on YouTube. There's a lot of things. But before moving on our theme, let me explain the structure of today's meeting. Today's meeting is divided on 3 parts. The prepared speech, the table topics, and the evaluation part. In prepared speech, prepared speakers present their speech and evaluation takes place. In table topic, we practice our impromptu speech, where table topic master will give everyone a table topic where they have to speak on that topic for 1 to 2 minutes. And evaluation part gives us ideas how we are doing and make us where are we progressing in that time. So without further ado, now I call on the stage today's general evaluator, TM Ades, to introduce his tag team and explain their roles. TM Ades.
Good evening, everybody. I am the VP Education of the club and today's General Evaluator. My name is Adesh. I will be handling the tag team of our auxiliary role players, which includes Timer, R-Counter, and Grammarian. I will be also be the evaluator for the 2 speakers today, TM Arko and TM Manin. So I have a huge task with me today. Let's start with our first auxiliary role player, the Timer. TM Ritesh, if you can explain your role.
Yes, thank you, General Director, for inviting me on the stage. A very good evening to all dear Toastmaster and dear guests. Today, I will be playing the role of timer, in which I will keep a record of all the speakers, evaluators, and table topics to be in time. So for the speakers, we have a time of around 5 to 7 minutes. I'll show my play cards on screen. Let me share my screen. Please let me know if you can see the screen. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. So this will be the green card, this will be the yellow card, and this will be the red card. So for prepared speeches, we have around 5 to 7 minutes. So at 5 minutes, I will be showing the green card. At 6 minutes, I'll be showing the yellow card. At 7 minutes, I'll be showing the green card. And for the evaluation, we have a time of 2 to 3 minutes. At 2 minutes, I'll be showing the green card. At 2.5 minutes, I'll be showing the yellow card. And at 3 minutes, I'll be showing the green card, red card. And for the table topic speakers, we have minimum time of around 1 minute. So the speaker have to speak for at least 1 minute or he or she will be disqualified from the voting, and maximum of 2 minutes. So for 1 minute, I'll be showing the green, 1 minute and 30 seconds, I'll be showing the yellow, and at 2 minutes, I'll be showing the red card. So that's all at my part. I'll be giving my report when being called upon by the general evaluator. So I hope we all abide by the rules and regulations of the time. So thank you. Back to general evaluator.
Thank you so much, TM Ritesh. We'll be moving on to the R-Counter for the day, TM Suraj, if you can have this.
Thank you, General Evaluator. So good evening, everybody. Good evening, all the Toastmasters and our lovely guests. And the age count of the day. And I will note down all the repeated words, structured words, and all other things that is repeated, right? So as you already know that if you repeat something, then things get monotonous, right? And uh, the consequence is that the audience get bored. So I repeat to everybody, all the speakers and all the table topic speakers and everybody else, that try to use the repeated word and crutches word as minimum as you can. So your speech will be will become more interesting, and the audience will enjoy your speech, right? So I will report my report at the end. So over to you, General Evaluator. Thank you, General Evaluator. That's all from my side.
Thank you, Toastmaster Suraj. Let's move on to the grammarian of the day, Toastmaster Priyanka.
Thank you, TM Adish. Good evening, everyone. Your grammar is a reflection of your image, good or bad. You have made an impression, and like all impressions, you are in total control. So that's why grammar plays a vital role in anyone's life. Today, I'll be the grammarian. I will keep the good and bad usage of words. I will keep the track of correct or incorrect grammar. And as a grammarian, my responsibility to introduce the word of the day. So the word of the day is just a moment. Impetuous. Doing something very quickly without thinking. Impulsive, reckless, rash, headless, incautious. There are lots of synonym. I will enter the word of the day in chat box. Please use as much as possible so it will become your second nature. I will back with my report at the end of the meeting. Over to you, General Evaluator.
Thank you, Toastmaster Priyanka, for introducing the word of the day. As a general evaluator, it's my duty that I will be giving feedback for every person who will be speaking today. We'll be moving on to Toastmaster Mohit now. He will be introducing our first speaker. Thank you so much.
So we were talking about YouTube, where we all go and watch videos. YouTube is second most visited website. Can you guess number one visited website?
Instagram.
Google.
Yes, Google. Everyone goes to Google. But after Google, YouTube has come. So if you think about videos, then we think about YouTube. So when I was researching for this role, I thought, what do I watch on YouTube? So, and I found that I watch comedy videos, some new movie trailers, music videos, or movie clips. These are like 4 more things that every video revolves around for me. But what about you? What do you watch? Anyone? What is your preferred watching on YouTube? Yes, TM Rajesh.
Yes, TM Mohit. Like on YouTube, I watch some kind of like we can say funny video, because whenever I feel bored, I watch this kind of video to make myself happy, to feel happy, and
Yes,
yeah.
comedy. That's one of main things we watch on YouTube.
Yeah.
Yes, TM Manan.
Okay, so I watch a lot of motivational content on YouTube, right? So I follow like a lot of people, and yes, just to feed myself with good thoughts. And also, I watch a lot of short films on YouTube. So these are the mainly 2 things that I spend my time.
And what about TM Ritesh?
Yes, so I also spent a lot of time on YouTube. So basically, my content was around the news which is happening in India and in the world. That was the first topic, and the second one is around how the things are happening. The interesting one, I mean, the how the car works, how the things working actually in the real life. So these are the two
Yeah,
areas where I spend my time.
yeah, educational and current news. We can watch everything on news. If a person wants to watch news, he can go on YouTube. If he wants to music videos, he can go there. If he wants to see some dog fighting, he can go on YouTube and see some dog fights. He doesn't have to go to on street and see some dog fighting. Just go to YouTube and type dog fighting. So that's how simple it is. But how many of you know that what is the most watched video on YouTube? The most watched video. Does anyone know? Yes. Guest Riya Kosik.
I think T series is the most watched YouTube channel, so I think maybe songs would be it.
Yes. No. Video. T series have most watched YouTube channel, most subscribed YouTube channel. We are talking about a one video that is most.
Isn't it a song? I think it's a song.
Yeah, it's a song.
It
It's a
must
song.
be. Yeah, exactly. I thought it must be a song.
Isn't
Yeah,
Maybe
it's
by
a song.
T series.
I think that's
Baby Shark.
Okay.
For Baby Shark.
Yes.
Yeah.
Guest Arya.
Thanks to Google.
Yes, yeah. Baby Shark. You know, how many have you listened to Baby Shark video song?
Every day.
Every
Yeah,
day.
that's true. That's true.
I have a small sister at home that she loves Baby Shark.
Yeah, kids love to watch that. Do.
It's a horrible song, but people love it.
and my platform is Instagram.
But that's the most. But let me tell you what is most watched Hindi video. You know what? Why don't we watch together? Okay. Our president is guessing. What's what think?
No, I mean, I don't know. Okay, so I just read it somewhere sometime back. I think it's Hanuman Chalisa on T Series channel.
No. So we will watch it together. It's an activity. Let's watch our most watched video in Hindi and increase the view count. So let me share my screen. And
Kapil
But I
sir,
think the irony that 15 people would be watching together, but it will only increase one count.
so why don't we, if you want to sing along, you can sing along. It said,
लकड़ी की काठी काठी पे घोड़ा घोड़ा.
are you seeing this?
Yes, we can see in here.
Yes, you can see, no? Right?
घोड़े की दुम पे जो मारा हथौड़ा दौड़ा 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 घोड़ा दुम उठा के दौड़ा. लकड़ी की काठी काठी पे घोड़ा घोड़े की धुन पे जो मारा हथौड़ा दौड़ा 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 घोड़ा धुन उठा के दौड़ा.
Sing along.
लकड़ी की
Please sing along and enjoy the video. It's a funny one. If you sing along with it, you find it more enjoyable.
काठी काठी पे घोड़ा घोड़े की धुन पे जो मारा हथौड़ा दौड़ा 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 घोड़ा धुन उठा के दौड़ा. घोड़ा पहुंचा चौक में था नाई. घोड़े जी की नाई ने हजामत जो बनाई. तक बक घोड़ा पहुंचा चौक में
लकड़ी की काठी
काठी पे घोड़ा घोड़े की दुम पे जो मारा हथौड़ा दौड़ा 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 घोड़ा धूम उठा के दौड़ा.
Okay, so I guess you all have. So how many have you heard this song before?
Many times.
Okay, Ades, Suraj,
Everyone,
Rajesh.
I think.
We have everyone
Everyone.
heard it. Yes, we everyone heard. That's why it is the most. And when I was watching this, I saw that I have watched this song on YouTube, which I don't remember, but I have listened to this song somewhere. I don't remember where, but not on my YouTube. And then I thought, and then I saw in my history that there are a lot of kids videos which I have watched. And then I thought, I never watched kids video. Then I remember I have a niece who was take my phones and watched kids videos from her phone. So I guess kids, everyone from take phone from everyone's everyone, their mothers, their fathers, and take everyone from phone and watch Lakadi Ki Kathi. So now moving on to our first session of the meeting, our prepared speeches. Our first speaker is TM Arcopol. He is presenting his level 3 project second speech of pathway engaging humor. And project name is focus on the positive. His speech title is Tomorrow's Monster and Procrastination. And TM Ades is evaluating his speech. So I call upon on stage TM Arcopol. TM Arco.
The very word tomorrow is very common, like today or yesterday. But to me, the word tomorrow is like a savior, or aka the gate pass for the only talent that I have, that is procrastination. Now today I will explain you about my tomorrow monster, aka my gate pass for laziness. But before that, can I have a show of hand for those who believe in leaving the work or postponing the work for tomorrow? Can I have a show of hands? Okay. I am also exactly the same kind of person. I used to rely on tomorrow exactly the same way Team India used to rely on MS Dhoni's captaincy. Now, whenever I start to focus on my work, my phone notification ting comes. It busts me. But this time I was rigid. No, I don't have to look there. I will never look there. But after a few minutes, I got a text from my best friend. The message popped up on the screen. It showed that, bro, I'm in deep trouble. Please do call me. I got very worried. What on this earth might have happened to him? And I called him back. Any guesses to what it was? It was a normal baby Babu Shona fight with his girlfriend, and he wanted me to listen about it. Sometimes I feel that I should have switched off my phone. Now, let me tell you about the things that we engineers are extremely good at doing. Like, suppose we have been given an assignment and we are given 10 days to submit it. At the very beginning, we will make huge plans, bro. You will do this, you will do that. And we are going to make the best project in the entire batch. And then our phone again shows the notification of any Mexican Netflix series or any Instagram notification. Now, this time my tomorrow monster had a little stronger grip on me. Generally, I'm strong, but my tomorrow monster this time approached to me in a very sweet and seductive manner. Oh, Arku, why are you panicking so much when you have got me? Ladies and gentlemen, I used to be strong, but I somehow got convinced. And these Netflix web series, oh my God, these are as addictive as alcohol or MDMA. The moment you start watching them, you start to binge watch them one after the other, one after the other. And in this manner, 6 days got passed. And now also me and my over optimistic friends be like, nothing has changed till now. No, it's okay. We can divide the work between us and we will be able to complete in 2 days only. But in between all these planning, we completely forgot that in order to complete the work, we need to start it at the very beginning. And then finally comes the day of submission. We are freaking out. We are copying codes from Google and somehow we are debugging the code. Then after submission, and that submission is also not normal submission. We submit it after the due date. And after submission, we give glances to each other and say that, bro, this time we did not do enough hard work. But don't worry, there is always a next time. I mean to say, this is a kind of dialogue which every one friend in a group of friends gives after drinking. Bro, kal se sharab band. Bro, we need to quit drinking from tomorrow, man. And now let me tell you about another fantasy which I had last year. I don't know why. It's about going to the gym and having an athletic body. I decided to enroll for the gym, and now my gym trainer happens to be the most sadistic and the narcissistic person in this world. And his English accent, oh my God, you will know in the due time. When I went to gym first day, he said, no momos, no chips, no chocolate, no ice cream. I thought like, why he is lecturing me? And the next day when I went to gym, he asked me, you had lunch? I said, yes, sir, I had chicken biryani. The way he glanced at me seemed like I have asked for both of his kidneys. So that day he took full revenge on me by giving most difficult exercises. And my legs started paining so much that I could not even walk back home properly. The next day when I went to gym, he was like, Arko, these exercises and bodybuilding are all state of mind. You need to control your mind. The next moment, I just took a yoga mat. I comfortably lied down on it, closed my eyes, and started to enjoy the music that was being played on gym. And I think the gym trainer is the kind of person who has got some problem with someone's happiness or something like that. He came to me like my sports teacher and, while relaxing, when you have not completed your exercises, sir, I'm only following your instructions. You told me that I have to control my mind. So I'm doing push-ups and crunches in my mind only. And the next day, he introduced me to the fittest guy of the gym. He pointed towards him and said, Arko, look, body. And he showed me 2-3 boxes of protein powders and said, 2 times 3 months, body like him. Sir, what is the price for it? 2000 only. Leave it, guys, it's not my thing. Then he asked me whether I drink or not. So I said, yeah, occasionally, sometimes I drink. Oh my God, after listening to that, he became judgmental and parental at the very same time. He started lecturing me like, if you can buy a bottle of scotch for 2000, why cannot you buy protein powder? Now my anger reached to another level. I said that who is this man who is lecturing me from the last 3 days, and this man has been ruining my mental peace. So I made this decision based on my talent. I decided to procrastinate on my dream of having an athletic body forever. Now, one day, while introspecting and deep thinking, I realized that instead of taking credit of things which I somehow managed to complete at the last moment, why don't I put some more efforts to do my best, or things should look best when I put some more effort in it. The last year, August 2021, when I joined Toastmasters, I used to avoid my mentor, not to reply to his messages, not to pick up his calls, so that I don't have to take up any roles. But now, like through all my determination, I don't miss any single Toastmasters meeting. And when I don't procrastinate or delay for those things which I love, then why should I delay for the things which are essential in my life? And ladies and gentlemen, the little gap between our expectations and reality is that little extra effort. which we need to put. And what I have learned is that we should keep ourselves busy in some work or the other, because an empty mind is definitely a devil's place. Thank you so much, and over to you, Toastmasters of the evening. And do you also often procrastinate in your life?
So, yes, I do. Wonderful speech with such an humor and such presentation. Congratulations to our Toastmasters Arcopol. Such a lovely speech. And to tell you more about it, procrastination, I think, is the one thing that maybe 70% of engineers do have in our country. I genuinely believe that because I have seen it. I am doing it. Not every day, but I just wish it happens. Like if some work comes, then I think of some genuine reason that can I move it tomorrow? Can I find a good reason to move it tomorrow? Normally I don't find, but sometimes when I want to, I find some reasons and move it tomorrow. So yes, it's a big thing in all our life. Moving on to our second speaker of today is none other than our President T.M. Manan. His speech is also related by our VP Education T.M. Ades. Let's welcome him with a big applause to the stage, T.M. Manan. T.M. Manan.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you so much, TM Mohit. First of all, I want to do a quick audio and video check. Am I audible and clearly visible? Okay.
Yes,
Thanks
yes.
for the
I'm good.
So hi, everybody. Very good evening from my side once again. Now, the topic that I'm going to talk about tonight is somewhat related to what our first speaker, TM Arco, talked about. He talked about procrastination, and I'm going to talk about tonight the signs of motivation. Somehow these two things are connected. But before I talk about that, let me tell you an incident. So last week, I happened to travel to Bangalore, and I was on a journey of 33 hours confined in a coupe of a rail with one of my work friends. And if any of you don't know what a coupe is, it's like a small cabin where you only have two berths and there is a door to close. So it's like a confined room and only two souls are stuck together for 33 hours. Now, what do we do in that situation? Well, we did what like a lot of us do when we have ample amount of time in our hand. Do we use it for productivity? Oh, of course not. What you're talking about. We watched movies, we listened to songs, we talked about all the random crap of this world, and we discussed everything. And now, after the first night, on the next morning on our train journey, we thought, okay, now I think we have done almost everything. Now what we do? So our talks slowly started to move towards the philosophies of life. And I think this is what happens generally. When we are done satisfying our appetite for entertainment, maybe we start looking for deeper meaning in things. So this is exactly what happened. So he very intensely looked at me and said, Manan, I think I do not have any motivation in life. I was like, okay, tell me more. I thought, okay, I'll be that one supportive guy who knows it all, and I'm gonna sort this guy's life out tonight in this cabin. So I was like, very serious. Okay, tell me, Rajat, tell me more. He said, okay, so I know that I have to do a lot of things. I know what I should be doing at what time, but there is no inner motivation to do those things. I just have everything written in front of me. It's just that I don't do it. And he just kept looking at me with stare in his eyes and hope on his face for me to give him an answer. And I was like, bro, okay, hang on, don't give me this look, because I also sometimes kind of feel the same. And I like most of the time I feel the same. So I can't really help you totally. Then it was like, okay, what do we do now? So we decided to do one thing that most of the people do these days to find out answers. Did we go to any motivational speaker? Did we go down to the YouTube to search for how to pump up the motivation? Well, we did something similar. We Googled it, right? Because Google has answer to everything. And we just wanted to hear like, okay, what internet has to say about our lack of motivation and what is the solution. So because we have plenty of time in our hands, so we just scroll through the web pages, heard some videos, got to hear the lectures of spiritual leaders, motivational leaders, entrepreneurs, and everybody. Now, we collected certain points. And one of the most important resource that we landed upon was one article, one research article by Forbes magazine. So that article actually talked a lot about how motivation works. Now, to put it simply in front of you all, because there is something called cognitive load, and I'm sure we do have a lot of teachers in our meeting tonight, so they know that a lot of information given in short amount of time makes your head too much occupied and you're not able to absorb things. So what I have done is I have actually divided my findings of that night in Coupe with my friend into two parts, right? So the first part of this talks about changing the narrative, and second part of it talks about the willpower. Okay, so let's just talk about the first part, which is changing the narrative. We all hear one nagging sound at the back of our head that is constantly talking to us, right? Sometimes it feels like there is another person living inside my body who is actually directing me to do things, right? So that person tells me, okay, I have to get this done. I have to do this thing. Now is the time to do this thing. This is something that I'm making a good decision about. This is something that I'm making a bad decision on. So this is like a constant niggling sound that is at the back of your head. Now, that voice actually creates a lot of mental narrative in our head. For example, a lot of time we say that I have to go to gym. I have to go to office. I have to be on a clean diet. Now, when we say I have to, it seems like somebody is forcing us to do this thing, which is not our choice, right? I have to go to gym, right? Not me, but I have to do this thing. Now, if we change the narrative, it is just the play of words and it can bring up good mental change about looking at things. For example, instead of saying I have to do this thing, try rephrasing it and saying I choose to do this thing. Now, when you say that statement, it focuses your mental energy or mental capacity from what to why. For example, I choose to eat clean food. Then you'll complete that statement in your head because I want to be fit and have a better health. I choose to go to gym or I choose to go to office because I want to go ahead and move ahead in my career. So this little change of narrative in your head can actually pump up the motivation factor inside you and give you the reason of why you are doing certain things. Now, moving to the second part of the motivational signs, though I'm seeing the red card on screen, I'm going to quickly talk about that. So the second part of motivation comes down to our willpower. Now, it's been studied that every person start their day with certain amount of willpower only. Like it is like a rechargeable battery. When we go to sleep, our battery gets recharged, like how we do it with phones. The battery gets recharged, and we can utilize that battery to do certain number of tasks only. And with every decision that we are making in life, certain amount of battery is getting reduced and certain amount of willpower is getting depleted in making that decision. Now, how do you see that getting implemented in life? You can take examples of a lot of big people who have made it apparently and who are the role model for people to look up to. For example, Mark Zuckerberg. For example, the ex-Apple CEO. All of them wear same kind of clothes every day. Why do they do that? Like they have plenty of money, they can hire the biggest designers, they can wear haute couture, as they say, but no, because having to decide what to wear in the morning takes up a lot of your mental energy and your willpower because you'll be making a decision out of that. So just to save themselves from the energy or spending the energy on unnecessary things that can be avoided, they choose to wear same clothes every day. Now, the second example of this could be that you are undecisive about what to watch on Netflix, right? And you just scroll through it, scroll through it, scroll through it, see a lot of options, get confused, mentally blocked, and you end up losing a lot of time in the process. Better way would be just to plan your watch list and you know that what you have to do, what you have to watch the next. Doing it productively for office. Just plan out your day in advance so that you do not have to spend your mental energy into deciding now what I have to do. When you have clear picture in front of you, you can quickly take action and start up doing that thing. And another thing would be, I think this is going to be my last point. The next thing would be when we plan our day with a number of tasks, we always end up, adding some easy tasks, some hard tasks. So there is this one philosophy which says, eat that frog. What I mean by that is do your most difficult, mentally draining tasks first thing in the morning so that when you are tired mentally and physically, you do not have anything big lined up for you at the end of the day, because at the end of the day, when you are mentally and physically drained, there'll be no energy and no motivation to take things forward. And I think I'm going to stop myself now and I'm going to give the stage back to our team mod and he can take it ahead from here. And thank you so much, guys, for listening to me. And back to you, Toastmaster Mohit.
What a wonderful speech. Motivation, plan your day, look ahead and what you want to do. Those are the three things we should remember from this speech. It's a really great speech. Back on our YouTube. So how did YouTube started? So back in 2004, three friends were going to a party and they heard that there is a tsunami in India. And they wanted to see a video of those tsunami. But they searched the whole internet and they couldn't find one video to see the tsunami, how bad it was. So they started a company, and that's how YouTube was born. And the basic thing was that anyone can upload and watch a video without anything you have to pay. That was their basic promise. And it's exploded. That idea exploded very quickly. And the big part of its success was its low barrier to entry. Anyone could make YouTube video and monetize on it, be famous, or educate a lot of people, entertain a lot of people, because you have a lot of audience in there. You don't have to spend a lot of money on that. So one thing that makes it more interesting is YouTube creators, or what we call YouTubers. There are a lot of YouTubers, so there are a lot of types. So first I want to know, who is your favorite YouTuber? I want to ask our guest today now. Guest Aryan. Who is your favorite YouTuber? Hi, are you here? Okay, let's move to TM Suraj. Yeah, TM Suraj wants to say who is.
Okay, TM Mohit. My favorite YouTuber is me.
Okay, you. Yes. So we have a YouTuber in house.
Because
Yes,
I started my own channel. I put some video over there. I was so motivated for 3 or 4 days. Then I quit. So I would say but I will start very soon.
Yeah, it's a good thing. Or when we have a low barrier to entry, there's a good competition. So what you're doing, 100 people are also doing that. So a lot of things to do. Avinash, TM Avinash. Who is your favorite YouTuber?
Actually, I never decides what do I watch. YouTube decides for me. YouTube decides for me that what will I watch. I just open YouTube and see some taglines and just started. So I can't say any specific person who is my favorite.
Okay. So we are spending a lot of time on YouTube, and it has an impact on our lives. What it is, before I'll tell you about it, let me share an interesting story. A few months back, I was attending a family function. Me and my cousins, we were all talking and enjoying our time there. And suddenly I saw a kid. At a distance, he was running and crying. Here and there, he was making a ruckus there. And I was seeing that her mom was trying to keep him under control, or just don't do it there. But as a kid, like all other kids, he did not stop. He was stubborn. And then the lady took out her phone from her purse and gave it to him. Yeah, the phone things works. The kids took the phone and went find a corner, sit a chair, and started watching something. After 2-3 hours, I noticed that the kid is still on that chair and he's watching there on YouTube. So think from that, I realized that at least YouTube can control kids. He know how to handle kids. That is a really big thing. That's sarcastically I realized from that thing. But see, it's a big thing. And he was not watching on YouTube Kids, but on YouTube, where I think that it's really dangerous for small kids to go on YouTube and watch anything, because there is a lot of material there, and he is not old enough to watch on YouTube. So there are a lot of implications and a lot of impacts YouTube is affecting us. We have to think for ourselves that how it is affecting. This is the one way I saw it. Moving on to our next part, table topics. Our table topic master today is TM Rajesh, and he will be doing our table topic session. But before that, I want to tell you a fun fact. Do you know what is the most popular tutorial that searched on YouTube? Is how to kiss. Kids these days are learning how to kiss from YouTube. Can you guess what is second most watched tutorial on YouTube? Think about it and answer me after the table topic session. So let's move on to our table topic speaker, Master TM Rajesh.
Thank you, Toastmaster of our day, TM Mohit. Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and dear guests. The purpose of a table topic master is to facilitate table topic where guests and members will have the opportunity to practice their impromptu speaking. So I will introduce our topic and call upon speaker who will be giving speech on that topic. So now I will share my screen. Okay. Can you please confirm me my screen is visible or not?
Yes, that's visible.
Yes.
Okay. So, okay. Wait, please.
And make the slide full so everyone can see.
Wait.
Maybe we can have polls for the best speaker.
Yes, please vote on our best speaker for today.
So now we can give chance to our guest for this table topic session. Guest, would you like to participate?
TM Rajesh, maybe you can give first chance to some experienced Toastmasters so that our guest.
Yeah, okay. Please raise your hand. Okay, yeah. Toastmasters Suraj wants to try first. So Toastmasters Suraj, your topic name is? Yeah. What is the main content you are watching using YouTube? What is the main content you are watching using YouTube?
Okay. Thank you, TM Rajesh. And what is the content I'm watching, right? So what I'm I'm not watching anything on YouTube right now because I'm mostly indulged in either Netflix or Disney. But when I was in college, I used to watch YouTube a lot. I used to watch TVF. I used to watch BBQ Vines, and I used to watch so many things. And I also used to watch how to become fluent in English, but I never become by watching YouTube. And apart from this, I also used to watch some like these were the family type drama. So you can watch on, there is a YouTube channel on the YouTube that name is Dice. I think you must have heard about this. So I used to watch. Actually, I don't remember right now, but I also used to watch. There is a show in which Kavya is name of the character. There is a girl whose name is Kavya, and there is a boy whose character name Dhruv Sehgal. I don't know exactly what is the name of that show. Yeah. Apart from this, I used to watch. There is a video on YouTube, especially on TVF, where how to make a 200 crore movie with Salman Khan. So, there was a character in that sketch that he was Salman Bhai. He used to wear his bracelet. Like he used to have 3 or more bracelet with him. So whenever there is a bracelet fall down on the floor, he used to watch. So he used to wear the another one. So it was really funny. And I also used to watch Sandeep Maheshwari video, but right now I don't watch because I'm self-motivated. So yeah, that's all from my side. Thank you, TTM Rajesh.
Okay, thank you, Toastmaster Suraj, for participating. And my situation was also similar to you. I also used to watch BBK Wine and that TVF. Yeah. So yeah, now guest Aryan, would you like to participate?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. So yeah, your topic name is, yeah, this is your topic. Do you think YouTube is like an addiction? Do you think YouTube is like an addiction?
Yes, I do think YouTube is like an addiction because, and especially if it's on your phone, because your phone is always in your hand and you can just scroll up and search YouTube anytime. What happens when you watch these most so-called motivation videos on YouTube is that it triggers a release of a hormone in your brain. The hormone is called dopamine. It makes you feel good. It gives you an immediate gratification. Okay, and it is rather because we are impetuous. Human beings are impetuous. We need gratification each and all the time. And by watching these motivation videos or let's say some funny videos, you get that gratification. It is harming you. Okay, to plain and simple, it is harming you. Not only physically, not only your eyes or your spinal cord. Not just that. Mentally, it is proving to you that things can be achieved without working because you watch a video and you feel, oh, I watched a video now. Now I don't need to do anything. I'll just work again. You don't have not learned a single thing. That is the truth. When you think that, yeah, if you really wish to improve, what you have to do is self-reflect. And YouTube is not something which you can really use to self-reflect. Of course, you can watch some videos, but there has to be a such time, right? 10 minutes, 15 minutes. People are on YouTube all day. They're wasting their time away. What you don't realize is that these videos are taking your time. They're looting you of your time. And in this world, time is as valuable as money, if not more. And money goes and money comes back. But a time wasted never comes back. So yes, YouTube is like an addiction. It's not like an addiction, it is an addiction. Thank you. That was all from my side. Thank you so much for your attention. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Toastmaster Aryan. And my situation is also similar to yours. Like sometimes I also get addicted towards YouTube. That's why I watch YouTube on only laptop instead of my mobile, because whenever I use YouTube on my mobile, I get too much addicted. That's why I use YouTube on only laptop or like on PC. So yeah, yeah, Toastmaster Priyanka, yeah, I will give you a topic.
Yes.
And, yeah, and your topic name is, yeah, this is your topic. What are the advantages of YouTube, especially in the field of education?
YouTube, which is the most popular source of education at this era, I can say. I feel whenever I am struck in anything like related to my professional journey, related to GST, income tax, or in my personal journey, like how to wear a sari, how to do something, how to teach your kids, like it's a solution of everything. I'm really imagined at the age of my mom, she never have this kind of things like social media, YouTube, Google, nothing was there. They always learn from books. They always learn from their relatives, from their mother, from their friends. But in today's era, this is a blessing for us. We are never alone. Like, it's up to you how you use the YouTube. Like, if you are stuck in something, or if you have the knowledge of something, then you can promote it. Like, you have a skill, you want to educate others, you can do that. You can earn from YouTube as well. So I feel YouTube is the best thing I feel Google has introduced for everyone, because Google has a world's best artificial intelligence at this moment. It track everything of your personal life, professional life. GPS tracker is there. Everything is there. So out of all these, YouTube is among us the most popular and most useful tool, what I can say. Over to you, Toastmaster Rajesh.
Yeah, Toastmaster Priyanka, I do agree with you, because whenever I want to learn any new thing, simply I go to YouTube and learn that kind of thing. So yeah, Toastmaster Seema. Okay, I will give you a random topic. Yeah, this is your topic. Do you think there should be some restriction when children are accessing YouTube?
Well, I certainly feel there should be restrictions when children are accessing this YouTube, because looking at the quantum of content available on the YouTube, it becomes very important to handhold children, because you never know which direction they will give. Because for children, this is the growing age. Whatever they learn it now, or they can go from right to wrong. So it is important that the children should be handholded. In case children, they are not holded, they are the future generation of a country. We should ensure that a specific kind of specific things should be done to ensure that they don't watch everything. In many of the schools where they are providing tabs, many software companies, they ensure they are giving tabs to children. One of the companies which I know is the Nugent Software. They provide tabs to underprivileged children from 8th class to 12th class, and they ensure that whatever they want the children to access. Specifically, they're focusing on social studies, general knowledge, and about career counseling. So they provide only those content available to the children, and rest of them, they do it child lock. So child lock plays a very important role here. I believe not only for underprivileged, even for the growing children, parents every day, they should at least monitor what is that the children should be watching, what is that children should not be watching. Moreover, children, when they know what to watch, they should be self-disciplined. If the children, they become self-disciplined, it will be all the more easy both for the parents and for themselves. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you, Toastmaster Seema, for participating. And I do agree with you, like there should be some kind of restriction to children, like whenever they use YouTube. Okay, so yeah, Toastmaster Adesh, I will give you a random topic.
Toastmaster Rajesh, can we have amongst TM Avinash or TM Ritesh as the next one, because TM Adesh already having a role.
Okay. So TM Avinash. So your topic name is, who is your favorite YouTuber?
I think this is a repetition question for me.
Okay.
And
yeah, I have asked the same.
I think you should change this topic. It is already.
Okay, I will change. Okay, so yeah. What are the 5 YouTube channels you have subscribed at this moment? or last moment?
Okay, let me remind. First, so the first channel is T series, and second KJ classes of Kapil Jain sir, which is very famous for my profession. I am from CA fraternity, and that is the channel which learns us about taxation and various statutory compliances in very easy language, because we uh, we think that Kapil Jain sir is as we are, because he don't use so much standard language about taxation, and I think taxation is itself is a very statutory language has, but he always tries to learn everybody in simple language in Hindi with the jokes along with that, and the tagline he used for is very funny, and you can see the tagline of him is like आपने जो भी टैक्स रिटर्न्स भरी है सारी गलत है. No legal language, nothing is like in English. He used to use the words like this. And other channels which I can remember is from references, like Makeup Mr. Shivani is he's a younger sister of my friend, and I think a lot of channel which I have been subscribed for a very few reasons, but currently I'm not seeing that. And as I told you all, I always just click the YouTube app, and whatever the streaming is, I will watch. That's it. Thank you, Team Rajesh.
Okay, thank you, TM Avinash, for participating. So, okay, TM Adesh, your topic name is who is your favorite YouTuber?
Okay, thank you, TM Rajesh. First of all, I got this topic changed for TM Avinash, but for myself, I don't have a favorite YouTuber. Rather, I watch YouTube shorts when I get the time to do it. It's like a binge watch for me. Maybe because if you have a favorite YouTuber, you watch his channel or her channel. I don't have a favorite YouTuber because I believe all their content is the same. Mostly they are making YouTube videos which are targeted to school children or the nostalgia of school days. If you see, mostly whenever there is exam period, mostly all the YouTube shorts or all the YouTube channels have one exam video on them. Secondly, if you watch a particular YouTuber, I'll take an example of a YouTuber who had a recent incident in Noida. There was a YouTuber known as Flying Beast. He had his birthday celebration on a metro train. Now he is so famous that people actually caused a traffic ruckus on that particular day. It was a surprise planned by his wife, and guess what? The worst present you can get on your birthday is go to jail. Now that's how YouTubers are so influential on people. I watched his channel twice just after the advertisement that yes, he went to jail because his birthday was on a metro channel. And guess what? He has posted on his channel his daily life routine. What I eat, what I do, at what time I went to the doctor. Now, if you're watching that type of content, I would recommend please get a Netflix subscription or an Amazon Prime subscription. Lastly, if you come to YouTube, and my own sense that people who are watching YouTube, it is just so that they can pass their time in Indian sense. That's all from my side. Thank you, Toastmaster Rajesh.
Okay, thank you, Toastmaster Adesh, you participated. So our last table topic is for TM Ritesh. TM Ritesh, your table topic is have you enhanced any of your skill set using YouTube?
Okay. Thanks, Table Topic Master TM Rajesh, for giving the opportunity. Let me first start my timer. Yes. I have learned a few skills from the YouTube. Like during the COVID, I have the only option to watch some YouTube videos. So initially, I really like to watch some financial videos, which has given me a very best knowledge of how to uh, ban- main, uh, maintain a budget of your life, how you can, how to buy a correct insurance, how to buy a correct term insurance, and how to be good at financials thing, like how much how you can be a good at how you can be good at maintaining the loans you have taken, how you can be what are the technicalities while taking a loan, and and other steps related to the finance things. So this was one of my first skill which I have learned in to the YouTube. And the second one is I have learned like how the car is being driven, like what are the important things which are needed when we drive a car. I'm learning a car like I have learned the car previously, but I didn't know the how the technicality things has been worked, like how the gears are bit there, how the gearbox works, how the acceleration does. So these two things I can say that I gained a knowledge through the YouTube one. So thank you. Back to uh, TM Rajesh.
Thank you, Toastmaster Ritesh, for participating. So we have completed our all table topics. So now it's time to back upon team mode. Toastmaster Mohit.
Thank you, TM Rajesh. That was a wonderful session in table topics. Now I want to draw everyone attentions. Please switch on your video so we can take a snap for today's meeting. TM Ritesh, can you assist me in this?
Yes, I can take the like the.
Okay, you can talk. So TM Sima. Okay, so we are gonna make the sign of YouTube. I guess this is like, that's the thing.
TM Adesh, you do not have to make a heart.
Not a heart. Not a heart. There's a square.
So I was not able to make a square. So
Okay, yes.
Yeah.
Then make a rectangle.
I can make a half square.
Oh.
So have a big smile on your face. Yeah, thank you. Thank you for your time. Back to.
Okay, back on our theme. Before that, I want to have anyone guessed what is the second most watched tutorial? We learn a lot of things from YouTube. How to cook a recipe, how to cook butter chicken, how to do this, how to do this. Tutorials are many parts, but what do you think is the second most? Because the first one is really set me off the balance that kids nowadays what is learning on YouTube. But what do you think is the second most? Yes, TM Suraj is saying something.
I think on YouTube, the most difficult thing for me to how to you're saying like how to cook something. So I think that's very difficult for me to learn. Whenever I watch on YouTube how to make like how to make aloo tomato sabji, or let's say paneer butter masala. I watch enter the video, then like but my whatever I cook, that really not tastes good. So I would say I never learned from Yes, definitely I'm learning, but like I'm in the process.
Yes, yes. So yeah, we learn a lot of things, but I wanted to ask that what is the most popular that everyone most of us have take a tutorial from them. Second most. So that is how to tie a tie. Most people don't start from that. So they go to YouTube how to tie a tie, and there's a lot of ways to tie a tie. I know only the basic one, but after that I have learned 2 or 3 things like do this, and then how to tie. Like, why didn't I see the YouTube? I could have saved many hours tying that my tie. Moving on. Now, YouTube. So one thing I have noticed, but before that, let's imagine a situation. Like our VP education, as they said in impromptu speech, most of us use YouTube to kill some time. And imagine you wanted to kill 40 minutes of your time and you went to YouTube. You started watching a comedy video. One which your friends are talking about, your colleagues are saying about that. Have you watched this one? Or have you heard this joke? It's nearly nice. So you start watching that. After that, you see there is the new movie trailer of Akshay Kumar is coming. So we want to definitely come into that what is the new movie trailer? So you start watching movie trailer, and then you go to a cricket match highlights, and it's gone, and suddenly you realize it's been 3 hours, and you are still watching it. So that's the power YouTube has on us. It doesn't make us realize that we have watched 3 hours of YouTube. We are watching after 1 hour. If we feel guilty that we have watched something, this, suddenly we start watching a news item. So we feel less guilty, or we watch something educational or something professional that related to us. We feel less guilty. And again, this cycle starts coming down. I guess all of us have done this at some point of time. Anyone wants to share their thoughts about this? What you feel about that? The power of recommended videos. Yes, TM Priyanka, what are your thoughts on that? The recommended videos.
I never watched recommended videos.
Yes.
Yeah, but definitely it kills the time. There are lots of short videos which are popping up nowadays.
Coming, yeah.
So related to comedy, we always watch, related to celebrity, what is going in their life, what kind of things they are doing. So yeah, that are most fascinating. We forgot what we are searching and we start to watch those short videos. So that was killing our valuable time. And yes, today's takeaways were very good related to the second speech. So definitely work upon that.
Yes. So yeah, we are spending a lot of time. So I want to give you 2 tips for that. That if you want to control your YouTube spending hours, first set an app timer for YouTube. But before that, look at how many hours have you spent on YouTube in last month. Go to your app setting, check how many hours you have spent on your YouTube, or just realize how much time you have given on it. If you have given too much, then limit the app time. Second things that works for me is that when you watch a video, don't look for recommended videos. That what to want to next watch, just don't look for recommended video, just watch that video only. And if you want to watch the video, don't go from that video to recommended videos, and close the video down, and then again you have to start look for that what you want to watch. That's really works for me, that I don't usually go through one. And another thing, if you switch off your personalization in YouTube, that YouTube history, then your recommendation will very limit and it will be like, nah, it's not good. So that's works for me. I hope you can get it. Yes, TM Anand.
TM Mohit, thank you. Your session is very interesting, but we are running short on time. So
Yes,
can you quickly pause,
yes.
evaluator on stage?
Yes. Yeah. We are moving on our next session for evaluation. So for evaluation of both of our speeches, we have evaluated TM Adesh. So I'll invite him to the stage, and for evaluation was first speaker TM Arko.
Okay, thank you, Toastmaster Mohit. Before we move on to the evaluation, I would like the auxiliary team to also give their feedback. So we'll start with the R counter, TM Suraj. Please give your report so that I'll give the evaluations in one go for everyone. So let's start.
Yes, evaluation and overall general evaluation. Okay. Yes.
Thank you, general evaluator team on this. So as a edge counter, that is my report. So I started with TM Mohit. So he used 7 times, right? Then 6 times, then 11 times and 3 times. So 3 times, but then TM Sima, he used and 6 times, 3 times. So now TM Adis, and he used and 3 times, so 2 times. And TM Priyanka, he used so 2 times. The next is TM Manan. He sounded R 2 times. Then he used 3 times, because 2 times, and 3 times, and so 8 times, but 4 times, now 5 times, right? Next is TM Rajesh. TM Rajesh sounded 8 times, 5 times, and 4 times, and so 1 time. The next is TM Avinash. He sounded 4 times, and 8 times. Next, TM Aryan. He did not use any repeated word, any sounded word. So thank you, TM Aryan, for not using repeated word and sounded, repeated sounded, right? The next is Arco Paul. He used because 11 times and 3, he used he used and 12 times, because 3 times, so 3 times, but 2 times or 2 times. And the last is TM Ritesh. He sounded 5 times, so 3 times and 5 times. So that is all from my side. Over to you, general evaluator TM Aris. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Suraj. Let's move on to Toastmaster Priyanka, today's grammarian. Toastmaster Priyanka.
Good evening again. Now I'm back with my report. Just I'm sharing my screen. So the session was really very good, and people are using the correct usage, but few people have pronunciation mistakes. So I noticed that and noted that. Otherwise, rest of them are good. Seema, nothing is there. Manan has used startup. It should be start to. It's just a mistake. And Mohit, few pronunciation was wrong, like perfection. I feel sometimes whenever we are speaking spontaneously, we pronounce the words incorrectly. So if we talk them cautiously, definitely it will work for us. So perfection is there. Procrastination was wrongly pronounced. YouTube, and the correct or incorrect usage are, he used wants to at one place. It should be want to. He used vote on, it should be vote for. It's been, it has been, can get it, it should be got it. For Adesh, nothing is there. Suraj. So Suraj has used wrongly pronounced so. He used saw. YouTube was wrongly pronounced. Rest is fine. Arko has pronounced take up wrongly. And Avinash has pronounced is instead of was. There are lots of good usage in today's meeting. Manan has used lots of word intensely, motivation, drained, stubborn. Mohit has lots of words. I haven't noted. Adesh has used reckless, ancient. Ritesh has used cut it. I have used vital. Suraj, no, nothing is there. Yeah, lots of words from Argo. Skepticism, monster, addictive, optimistic, glance, sadistic, judgmental, parental. Aryan has used the word spinal cord. And I feel people are not using the word of the day today. It has been used by two people, me and TM Suraj. So kudos to you, TM Suraj. Now over to you, journal evaluator. That's my report.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Priyanka. Last but not least, our timer of the day, Toastmaster Ritesh.
Yeah. Thank you, General Evaluator. I'll share my screen. So altogether, we are already short of time. I won't say that we are not. But yeah, at the speaker side, we are good with TM Arku. And TM Manan has used a bit of much time, but I would say it was a good speech, but still the time at the time part, it was a lot more, 11 minutes and 22 seconds. For the table topic speakers, TM Suraj has taken a good amount of time. It was timer's mistake also. I was not aware that I have to start the time. So no issue at the end. And rest of them are on the green panel. And the evaluators will be assessing now. So that's all my report. Back to General Evaluator TM Adesh. Thank you.
Thank you so much, everyone, for your reports. Now it's time for the biggest session in evaluation which I've ever done. And let's start with it. Let's start with our first speaker of the day, Toastmaster Arko Paul. A round of applause for him. What a great speech he gave. Okay, let's start with your speech title, Tomorrow Monster and Procrastination, a great speech title. Your pathways engaging humor, your level 3 project focus on the positive. I think the main purpose of your speech is the project. You should be aware about your thoughts and feelings, and you should share your experience with us. So that's the main objective of your project. First of all, the way you jubilantly deliver your speech, that is commendable. You keep a smile on your face most of the time. And that also becomes a point of improvement. Why I believe is that because whenever you're delivering a speech, you need to change your expressions as well. Your expressions have been constant throughout the speech, which lead to monotony many times. Other thing I would like to point out is one hand gesture you use a lot. Which hand gesture I recommend is mostly whenever you're doing humor speeches, you need hand gestures. But the amount of hand gestures you have used sometimes take away from the lines which you had put in those. Thirdly, I believe your speech modulation, how you write your speech is excellent. It was formulated very nicely. It had an introduction, it had a body, and it had a conclusion. But there is a little bit, I think, an improvement on my suggestion is the pace. You are really impetuous when you're delivering some of the punchlines in your jokes. You don't let the audience give at least some time to process it. Rather, the audience has just seen you do one gesture and we have moved on to the next part. Some of the jokes I got because you use a lot of relatable content in your speech, but many of them I also missed. Why? Because I could not keep up with your pace. In engaging humor speeches, if your pace and pauses are not up to the mark, then sometimes you lose your audience engagement. Many of us are not very, I would say, well spoken in English because some of us don't have English as a first language. That's why, especially for an Indian audience, you have to be slow when you're delivering jokes. Third, but not least, I would say work in front of a mirror. Why? Because that will improve your expressions. And you should also be very aware. I'm using very again. Why? Because I'm trying to stress upon one topic. You should speak in front of an audience more. I believe you have only practiced your speech in front of your own self. That is what my recommendations as well as my commendations for your speeches. Thank you so much, dear Marco, for today. Let's move on to TM Manan, our president. Okay, I have a lot to process in this speech, and let's get right to it. As usual, the generic commendations work. Excellent speech, always on point. But in today's speech, there are many things you can improve, and I would like to point them out to you. First of all, please write your speech. It should, in any speech contest, it would have been rejected after 7 minutes, 30 seconds. It will not be counted as a project speech because you have disqualified according to Toastmaster rules. So you will have to deliver this project again. Anyway, let's start with the first things which you did good. You always have a pleasant face and a pleasant smile on your face, which keeps the audience motivated. But I believe the eye contact shifts. You have a tendency to shift your head like this in your speeches. I've noticed this many times. Please try to improve it. Why? Because whenever you're delivering a point, if your head goes like this, then because we are on a digital platform, we can't see your face. But if you are on a public speaking platform, it will definitely work for you. The second thing, which I think your speech is very informative, but it lacks audience engagement at many points. Many of the audience, which I believe, were listening very carefully, but it had such an information to process that many of them lost interest after 5 minutes of the speech. I would recommend that you edit your speeches before you deliver them. There is a thing which you do, which I really like in your speeches, that you keep on going with that motivation in you that, yes, I have to deliver the speech with the enthusiasm with which I started. Many of the speakers which I've seen, they will lose this motivation after 2 minutes into the speech. You always keep that pace with you. The last thing which I noted down, which could have been improved for the pauses. Again, same recommendation I have given to Toastmaster Arco. You are also impetuous in your speaking skills. If you are that fast, people don't catch words. I commend Toastmaster Priyanka that she got so many words out of you, but I could not. So please try to pause. And there is a new app also, which is very doing well on Toastmasters. It is called Public Speaking Simulator. So you should, I think, a recommendation to everybody, if you want to improve your speaking skills, there is an app known as Public Speaking Simulator. It gives you a live audience. Matlab, there are audience in front of you. You can speak in front of them. So it's a virtual audience, so nobody is going to judge you on it. So that's all from my side for Toastmaster Manan. Let's move on to the next part. Okay, let's move on to the main role players. So first of all, the Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Mohit. Toastmaster Mohit, first of all, a great job on the topic which you had selected for today. It was well researched. there is also some room for improvement, which I believe that you should concatenate in your next speech, as well as if you take the role of TMOD again. One thing I believe, which the other evaluators have also pointed out to you, is voice modulation. Voice modulation is a key to keep audience engaged. Your tone remains monotonous. Why? Because you have a same pace to deliver your speech. You should at least try to put some, when you said YouTube and me exploded, there should be some change in volume, some change in pace. Okay, when you were speaking in the beginning about statistics, you should have shown them on screen. I don't know about any statistics, but if you showed them on screen, maybe I would have remembered them. There are certain unnecessary pauses which you take in your speech. In a real life audience, those pauses will make the audience drowsy. You should try to avoid those pauses in your speech. Otherwise, you have such a nice tone of voice that it makes people feel so calm and content. So that tone can change also, but you have to avoid unnecessary pauses. Last but not least, as a TMOD, I would recommend that you keep in touch with the timing of the meeting. Many times I believed you exceeded your time limit and it became a session which was only about the TMOD, not about the rest of the meeting. So whenever you are taking the role of TMOD, be very sure that every part of the meeting is done according to time. And we are not in a time crunch in the end. So that's all from my side, TM Mohit. Very well done on your speech as well as your role. Thank you. Let's move on to table topics. First of all, our table topics master Rajesh, nice presentation made, perfect topics, but there are some things which I want you to improve on your table topics as well. First thing is you should research your topics. There was one topic which was restrictions made on, should YouTube have restrictions on children? Yes, YouTube has restrictions on children. They have off all comments. Is it clear? On YouTube, when it comes to children, they had faced a huge lawsuit. So that topic would have been disqualified in any major topics marathon. Why? Because it has already been established that yes, YouTube has restrictions. Same thing, you had a favorite YouTuber topic. The TMOD had already said that topic was being discussed. You could have avoided that topic by deleting that slide. That is two things which I would like to for you to keep in mind. Third thing, you called upon me first, like TM Manan pointed out, I already had many roles today. You should have called people who had no roles or who were guests. Okay, so that's how the table topic master engages the meeting. Otherwise, it was a really nice done session from your side. Okay, let's move on to the individual table topic speakers. I've evaluated them as well. TM Suraj, there is one thing I would like to recommend to you. Stop thinking when you're delivering a table topic. Be a free thinker. Your face is actually showing that you are thinking about your table topic. Please don't do so, because whenever you're delivering an impromptu speech, people will notice it. So don't think about your table topic. Whatever comes to mind, just say it. That is what I think should be there. Next, guest Aryan, his table topic I voted for. I will be very, very frank about why, because it was straightforward, crisp, and to the point. He straight away went to the point where the crux of the matter was. His topic was one of the most, I would say, commendable topics of the day. So to keep it up, Toastmaster Aryan, glad to have you in the meeting. Toastmaster Priyanka, for your table topic, I would recommend that you work on your eye contact. Sometimes what I felt was the eye contact was lacking. And again, like Toastmaster Suraj, I recommended, please don't think when you're speaking a table topic. Just say what is coming to your mind. Why? Because if you start framing it in your mind, you will take a long pause in it. Okay. So that is what one recommendation which I should have. Toastmaster Seema, you always have a very pleasant face and a big smile on your face, but it shows when you're talking about very serious topics. I've given you this recommendation to you previously also, Now the topic was restrictions on children. Still, I could feel the jubilance on your face by restricting children. Okay, so that type of some seriousness should be there at one point of time. So that is one thing. Last, Avinash, I would say this was your first table topic. There is a lot of room for improvement. I will not give you many recommendations at this point. Let's see how your icebreaker goes. Okay, that's what from my side is. Ritesh, nicely placed table topic. Last but not least are auxiliary players and my final top. Okay, TM Suraj. Today's R counter presentation should have been displayed on the screen because many people, as you have already done previously also when you have played this role, I would have suggested that you should have continued with that practice, that you show your R counts on the screen. You have already done it, so I'm just saying that you please continue it. There are some very good catches this time. First of all, 11 becauses is a record in Toastmasters. Never in a speech we have had that, but that's a good catch for today. And well done on this. Okay, Toastmaster Priyanka, what a word you chose for today, impetuous. Though it belongs to the same family as impetus. Impetus is to encourage and all that, to accelerate, but very well done on the word. It was so used because it's usable. Quickly comes so many times in our daily language, so it was a very good word. I would also recommend sometimes that when you are a grammarian, please keep in mind the spellings of the words. You were displaying them on the screen. Many of the words were incorrectly spelled. So if you are taking words, I would suggest you Google them before displaying them. So there is a spelling error, which I should think as a grammarian, people will notice. So spelling should not be an error in this. So that is one thing, otherwise a great job. TM Ritesh, as a timer, I would say sometimes you also have to check the T mod on time. Okay, because that if the T mod is also taking time, you must tell him that yes, you are taking time, we have to go on to the next topic. Okay, not only the role players, but the T mod was also allotted time. Otherwise, a great meeting overall. Thank you so much for giving me so much of time. We'll move ahead.
So let's move to our president, TM Manan.
You are on mute, Manan.
Manan.
Thank you so much, TM Mohit, for handing over the stage to me. Let's just quickly, petishly go to the award section. If I've pronounced it wrong, TM Priyanka, just text me and tell me what's the correct pronunciation. Before we move on, let's quickly have the polls for best role player and best auxiliary role players. The polls you have on your screen, guys. Vote for someone who you think performed their role to the best of their abilities and best of the night. Thank you so much, guys. We do have one clear winner. Now, the last poll of the night, the poll for the best auxiliary role player for tonight. Till the time everybody is voting, can we have our guest Aryan's feedback about the meeting? What does he feel about the whole vibe of the club and what he has to say? What's been his overall experience for the meeting tonight? Guest Aryan. Yes, Aryan, do we have you here?
I think we should move on. I think he's not here.
Yes. Okay. Wonderful. So let's just impetuously, like what's the correct? Impetuously move to the award section. So as TM Adesh has disqualified me from completing my project and I also exceeded the time. And also people voted unanimously for our guest Arco to be the best speaker of the night. So the best speaker award for tonight 84th meeting goes to our guest Arco. Huge congratulations to him. Very well deserved. Now moving to the best table topic speaker. So we had multiple topics, interesting topics. Who do you think is the winner for the table topic section?
I think Aryan.
Okay, we
Adesh.
have one. Adesh. Okay.
I think Aryan.
Aryan. Okay. I think a lot of voices coming for the name of Aryan, which are correct because our guest Aryan is the winner of our table topic session for tonight. Very well deserved, guest Aryan. You killed it. And thanks for joining in. Now moving to the best auxiliary role player for the night. We had our grammarian, our timer, and our counter, who were coming together head to head to win this trophy tonight. Who do you think is the winner? Yes, TMC, you went on mute.
Timer. PM Ritesh.
It's a close one. I don't know.
Yes, it was definitely a close one, but we do have one clear winner. The best auxiliary role player for the night is
Ritesh. Timer.
not the timer, but our
Priyanka.
grammarian Priyanka for the night. Priyanka, great job done. And
Thank you.
what's that again? Intuitive. Okay, I'm not getting this
Impetuous.
word. Impetuously telling us what to correct in our speeches. I need to correct a lot. Okay. So now the last award of the night, which is the best role player of the night. Any guesses?
TM
PM
Adesh.
Mohit.
Yeah,
TM
Mohit.
Adesh.
Difficult.
You did a
This
very
is
TM
a
good
Adesh.
difficult one.
It's just so
Okay.
easy, not so difficult.
So people have unanimously spoken, and the best role player of the night goes to somebody who disqualified me tonight from our very own VP Education, TM Adesh. Very well deserved and lot of
Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
lot to take on and improve upon next time. And now, so that we have our guest Aryan here, guest Aryan, I have to tell you that you have won the best speaker award in the table topics section. So many congratulations. And I also wanted to just unmute your mic and tell us about your experience with us tonight.
Hello. Yes, thank you. Thank you very much for the accolade. I'm really proud. Although I shouldn't be, I should be humble, so I'll try to be humble. And the experience overall was marvelous experience, I must say. And in between, I left for some work, but I came back, I think 10 minutes ago. I heard all your speeches, and I think out of the prepared speeches, yours was, I think, Manan, the best speech so far, in my opinion, of course. And then the first speech that I heard about from and everyone has played their role to the fullest. I've been to some other clubs before, and I can say that after quite a few clubs, this is one club where I think that people are committed genuinely and they care about each and everyone, be it a guest or be it the TMOD or the president. Everyone is contributing equally. So I really love the experience, and I will be back again in the next week. Thank you.
Thank you so much, guest Aryan, for your kind words tonight and for taking some time out and joining us for the evening. Thank you so much, guys. So now we have come to the end of the meeting. I would request our EC members to please stay on the call because we need to discuss some important issues and it's time to sign off. So TM Ritesh, would you say the sign off slogan for us?
Yeah, definitely. So in Weave to Lead, leaders don't stop until they're at the top.
In Weave
Together, everybody.
In
Leave
week
to
Leave to leave. Let us stop until
They are on the top.
Thank you so much, guys, for joining in and have a great week ahead. Thank you so
Peace
much.
out.
Good night, and we'll see you next week. I would request EC members to please stay on the call for some quick discussion.
Peace out.
Thank you, everyone. Bye bye. Good night.
Thank you all.
Thank you, everybody.
Good night, everyone.
Can you remove the YouTube live? I hope.
Yeah.
Yes.